Pilgrim's Way. Still a nice quiet little walk. It's a little bit less scenic. Oh, we do have a palm tree day. There's cars pushing the speed limit. Pretty sure I went in a car as good as that when I was in Cuba. Well, pilgrims. That is us made it to Dunfermline Abbey. So here we are, episode 2, part 2, second walk, second day. We're walking from the Abbey to Lochore Meadows. Today's walk could be roughly about 10 miles at 17.1. According to my hiker app, what we'll be using again today. 17.1 kilometers that is, by the way. There's a little bit where it deviates off and around, and for some reason it's not letting me track that on the app, so I don't know if that's maybe an issue at that point, but we're across that bridge literally, because I think it is a bridge when we get there. So we're on to another extremely scenic part of the walk. But I suppose to be fair, we're going through a city, so what can you do? Now, isn't me, but normally when you get to a busy junction and there's traffic lights, if you're visually impaired or otherwise disabled, the thing normally makes a noise, doesn't it? It normally beeps at you. Certainly a busy junction like that, it's deadly silent. Now, I'm only moaning about that because I was stood there like an absolute idiot waiting for the noise rather than looking at the light, so that's probably more on me than anyone else. But nevertheless, well, is that a new thing? Did it not make a sound? So as we come out of the city, we get to this nice little path, what leads on. I think also we come to a football stadium. Right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen, that's Dunfermline Football Stadium. And it's a level of football's a hard watch. It's a hard watch, I tell you. I had the pleasure of watching Falkirk play a few times last season. I think they're actually doing quite well this season. Yeah, it's not pretty football. Like, the poor sods. This is what it does to you if you're a lifelong supporter. Only joking, that's not a good taste, is it? But honestly, it is really, really poor level of football. Yeah, you're in England and you're watching the Premier League or the Championship or League One, League Two, even Conference, Sunday League. Yeah, don't say football's ruined, because you don't know what football's ruined until you've seen this shit show. Honestly, trust me, I could still put in a shift, and I was struggling to walk 10 miles. Starting to become a nice part of the walk. Very quiet. That's quite cute. Got little bits all up along here. Ow. Now this bit's quite a long stretch. I keep hearing a helicopter above my head. A bit strange, it's been going on for the last 10 minutes. It seems to just be circling around. Clearly looking for something or someone. You take the helicopter away, it's a nice little walk through. Well maintained path, easy under feet. Dogs enjoying their day out. Bird sound. Yeah, it's very much more like it, isn't it? Yeah, I like those little bits of craft what was back there. Well, that was yeah, it's nice, isn't it? People getting creative. Like that when communities come together. It's good. It's good to see. Touch of spring there as well. A little bit of wildlife. Yeah, this is this is becoming quite enjoyable now. Look at this, into some woodland on one side, out of the big city, into little suburbs around, and then into countryside. I think, unfortunately, we do hit another busy road in a minute, but we'll take little bits of quietness as it comes. And the helicopter again. So just looking back at the Heiko app there, we have another long stretch of road. Little helicopter friends above our head again, circling around. Have noticed the hospitals right here. Couldn't imagine why, if he's going to the hospital, that he's circling around though. Yeah. This feels not going to be good news, whatever it is. Another interesting bit. Now granted, before I start this moan, in real time it is about midday. So it's probably 99.9% certain that they're on their lunch. However, how often is it you see roadworks holding up the traffic and there's one guy with a stick saying go or stop, or there's a set of traffic lights who even puts that guy out of action, and the rest of them are just sat around? Don't get it. Is it they waiting for bits? Is it the management, or is it, I don't know. I'll stop moaning on this channel. Just keeping it real though. Yeah. Nice little path again. So there we have the Superman and Superman's child using their super Jedi powers to lift a bike above their head with no hands. I suppose in reality, watch out for cyclists. It's a path for everyone. Cyclists, families, pilgrims. Well, that isn't mean to say. I think it's for pilgrims. I ain't seen one of those little Fife Pilgrim Way signs for a good half mile now. Yep, says we're on the right path. Stick with that. And it's beautiful. Nice. Although they are, when they're doing the works down there, actually building houses. So yeah, be interesting to see what this landscape looks like in a few years time, eh? So this generally is an interesting point here, one interesting part of the walk. We're coming up to the village of King's Seat, and it was founded in 1880 to house the miners and their families following the discovery of coal in the southern banks of Lochore Meadows in the late 1800s. The last coal was taken in 1946 when the mine workings were abandoned due to flooding. Are we? Let's take you into King's Seat then, and then find out Lochore. Another poignant moment along the walk. There's a Kingdom of Fife mining memorial book listing 27 names of men and boys lost their lives working in the King's Seat pits. One is young, it's 11 years old, and two of the age of 14, 45. People having arguments among the streets. Fantastic. Yeah, so back onto what we were talking about, back onto the subject before we was rudely interrupted. Yeah, 11 and 14 years old, eh? Losing your life down a pit. It's horrific at any age, isn't it? Sort of labouring, had to do the workload to be that young, expected to work. Yeah, sad. Didn't you know, right on cue, I was going to say it seems less signposts. need that stretch back there, but yeah, you can't really get lost, can you? Up the main road into King's Seat, past the screaming locals, and yeah, nice little sign to keep us right. This looks a nice bit. No overnighting and no drones. Loving an outdoors YouTuber, these guys. Just talking to a lady back there with her dog. Actually, the dog comes screaming, running up to me, a bit like the woman in the street, barking away. Apparently, they don't like hats. Yeah, took it off and I saw a bald head, so yeah, that was amazing. But anyway, we were talking, and there was a couple of guys doing the Fife Pilgrim Way last week, and they're camping down. Not in this bit. I'm not getting them into trouble. They weren't camping in this bit, but they were camping a bit further on, and they're doing it. So obviously, yeah, that's another way of doing it, is wild camping. But also, what she did mention is that there is deer about. Apparently, a mother and a young deer. So if we keep our eyes peeled, we might see deer. We probably won't. Don't get too excited. But there is deer about. There's a magpie. Yeah, and also to note, the dog was actually really friendly once I took my hat off. Once I took my hat off, he decided he didn't want to eat me. Or kill me. Which is good. So this is us down at Lochore. Isn't she a beaut? Really nice part of the walk, this. Obviously, we never saw the deer. But we do have some pretty ace views. Beautiful bit. No overnighting, so obviously you can't wild camp there. That'd be bloody amazing, wouldn't it? What a pitch. Imagine waking up in the morning there. Wow, I wonder if, I was going to say, I wonder if that meant cars, but no, because I was just thinking it's I thought we were allowed to wild camp anywhere in Scotland other than Loch Lomond. Maybe it's private land, I don't know. Could well be. Anyway, not allowed, not doing that anyway, so let's move on. I saw that up there earlier on. I couldn't quite make out what it is. Some like memorial or something to do with the mining, or it's just a bit of planted trees. Trying to follow the Pilgrim's Way as best I can. I probably could have actually walked up and around and over and seen what they were, but we'll have a look at that one, and maybe that's something for another day. This again is a nice little bit. Obviously, once upon a time, well, it's not once upon a time, it's so there's machinery down here, so it's probably some kind of industrial works or something along this path. But again, nice and quiet. But I think this route's been more enjoyable than Route 1 Curus to Dunfermline. A lot more busier roads. Even the bits what were on roads, they managed to cut through little paths, and you're only a couple of meters still away from the road, but it makes the world of difference, you know. It really does. Just blocks it off. You're not seeing the cars going whizzing past. Yeah, you can look to your right or your left or whatever side you're on and see the countryside. And for your mental health and just an enjoyment of the walk, it makes it so much better. And that up on that peak is almost certainly some kind of memorial, I think. It looks cool. Whatever it is, it looks cool. Yeah. I've seen a path and it goes up. And that's the route we need to take. And I'm roughly only just about over halfway. I know that don't look like much, but for full disclosure, I've been carrying a little bit of an injury of late on my heel. I feel if I bumble all the way up there and then bumble all the way back down to then carry on the path, am I going to do myself an injury? let's go on. We'll save that one for another day, eh? Yeah, so as you can see, curiosity got the better of me. I burst my lungs. I still don't really know what it is. Definitely some sort of old I don't know what these are. These wheels. Oh, tank ones, aren't they? Tyres. And bits of a digger. How random. What is this? Oh, this is some find, isn't it? Oh, I'm still none the wiser what it is. But it's pretty smart. Was that worth the trip up? Probably more so for you guys. Jeez, I walked around and I thought I found a shortcut. The other side, what would meet me onto the path. Here. Started walking down there and I saw these little things sticking up. I was like, oh, hang on. I was like bulrushes. It bloody was. There's a massive great big swamp at the bottom. And yeah, didn't fancy that. So then I turn around, go all the way back, near enough the route we took, back to the same bloody path. The things I do for you guys, eh? I mean, that's got a little scoot width as well. Well, the pilgrim route. Let's stick to the pilgrim route. And on we go. Pilgrims. Oh, I've got to say this stuff. All over. Bloody nightmare to walk on. Had a bad hill to start with and I pulled my ankle about 3 or 4 times. There's a recovery truck here as well. Yeah, the ankle's really feeling sore now. So, yeah. Pain. Don't want to call it because a little bit too much on the nosy side, but I think someone's gone off the road. The guy there talking to someone down a ditch. Recovery truck on the other side. That don't bode very well, does it? It again. It's becoming a bit of a joke now. I'm actually getting a bit pissed off with this walk. Let's be honest, entertainment value, there's some weird shit happening, like all the way from the get-go. There's been some weird stuff happening. Seen some amazing sights. So for sheer entertainment, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. For footpaths, right now on this stage of it, hey, come on. I've been up Monroes with better stuff under feet than this. Mind you, not much better than the roads nowadays, is it? Hot all Britain. Ah, I've done it again. Now this is not fun. No, I'm actually in a world of pain here. I'm looking through the camera and it doesn't look that bad, but believe you me, it is. It's a joke. Have you ever gone on those walks and you think about getting home? Like, generally what's playing through my mind now is 2 random things. Cup of tea, something to eat, I'll count that as 1. And hot chocolate and Baileys, or whiskey, or beer. I'm trying to get a bit more manly there. I do like hot chocolate and Baileys, so that's quite a nice drink. But yeah, my point is, this isn't very enjoyable at the moment. My leg hurts. This just goes on. Oh, at last. I can't tell you how grateful I am to see this. Probably only lasts about 2 seconds, but take what we got. Can't believe I'm saying this. We're coming up to a road. Hallelujah. Cars. Do you know what I wouldn't give actually just for a car now? A taxi, a bus, back to Dunfermline. I'm gonna have a reset. Positive thoughts. It's gonna get better. It's gotta get better. Yeah, no, not welcome. You get f*** off. Oh, donkey. Hey mate, this looks a nicer bit. There we go. Perfect. And it's nice woodlands. So let's put a smile on our face. Let's move on, or try to move on. Limp on slowly. I just had a thought. Why is it you got an injury, you always give yourself a secondary injury on the side what's bloody injured? Like, there was no chance I was going to ball my left ankle, was there? No? This is absolutely beautiful though, and I can get the good vibes in. Let nature heal. Sound of water. Sound of birds. Yeah. We're good. We're back in their game, pilgrims. We're back in their game. Start enjoying this. I suppose I ought to check I'm going the right way actually. All good. It's like two different worlds. Can't believe that world of pain I was in over there. Literally wanted to turn around and go home, and a few minutes up the road we have this. That certainly is a journey, isn't it? I think that's what I take from it. When it's crap and you're hating life, carry on. You never know what's around the corner. This is brilliant. You know, you're going to be very disappointed, very disappointed, but I've got absolutely nothing to moan about walking through that bit. That was amazing. Brilliant part of the walk, that. Peaceful all the way through, very quiet, lovely scenery all around. Gives and takes this walk, but just as you want to give up, you get bits like that, and there'll be plenty more bits like that as well. It's very much been a 50-50 walk. The lows have been painful. The highs have been spectacular. And as I'm hobbling along, just like the last video, near the end of the walk, I'm actually starting to really enjoy it. It's a funny old trail. It is. There's been bits where they've made it good. They put fantastic paths. There's been bits it's cut through places that's this life, I guess. There's industrial works, as I said before, there's main roads, there's all different manners of obstacles to get over, but for the most part it's a brilliant trail, and we know the destination, St Andrews, is going to be worth the journey, as the old pilgrims would have known it was worth the journey to see the bones of supposed where St Andrew were laid. I think there's a tooth and a couple of bones. Bit of a weird situation that, but that's the reason to put the pilgrimages to St Andrews, to see the remains of one of Jesus's disciples. And for us, on longest walk, you can reflect on all manners of life events, whether you're religious or if you're not, or you're just doing it for a fact of it's a great walk. It's an achievement, certainly an achievement. Like the guys before, when I was speaking to that woman, they were wild camping and doing it in one stretch. That's some feat. That's brilliant. For me, maybe as I get older, I don't know, I'm quite grateful at the end of today's little adventure. I can go home, I can rest, and we can go again. But it's for all ages, really. That bit I was moaning about before, watch your feet, watch where you go, and put your head down and watch every single step. Once you get past that obstacle, yeah, come on. It's a great journey, it's a great pilgrimage, it's a fantastic walk. And you're possibly wondering as well why, when we was at Dunfermline, we didn't go around the Abbey, like the inside of the Abbey, and show you and tell you all the history about that. Good reason for that. Now the Fife Pilgrim Way actually has two routes to start. Curus to Dunfermline, we walked, episode 1. There's an alternative route. It's from North Queensferry to guess where? Dunfermline again. So what we will do is we'll carry along the stretch of our walks all the way to St Andrews, and then as a bonus episode, if you like, or an alternative beginning, we will put that video from North Queensferry to Dunfermline and go around the Abbey and tell you all about the Abbey and history. Well, here we go, pilgrims. Last bit there was a long old slog. Legs are completely done in now. The injury I was carrying, the walling of the ankles, and just a pure distance as well. Yeah, a little bit achy, a little bit sore, but nevertheless, part 2 complete. It's been a little bit of an emotional one. Some extremely low bits and some absolute fantastic bits. Summarise, is this part of the walk worth it? Yeah, it is, of course it is. It's been really enjoyable for the most part. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the series so far. I'll catch you guys in part 3.